Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR HALACHA. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Thursday, the 16th of June, the 17th of Sivan. Today, we're going to do the question as to whether or not you can eat a potato cooked for you by a non-Jew. Generally, we say that Bishul Akum is not acceptable when a non-Jew cooks an important food for you, an important cooking for you of an important food, then you're not supposed to partake of that food. So the question today is, what about potatoes? If a non-Jew cooks a potato for you, first of all, it is an important cooking. I say that because you generally don't eat potatoes raw. Pretty much nobody does that. So the non-Jew is doing an important cooking for you, isn't he? So since he's doing that important cooking for you, so it would stand to reason that it would be Bishul Akum. But then the next thing we need to look into is whether or not this is considered an important food, the kind of food that would go up at a fancy dinner. Ola al shulchan malachim, we call it, something that would be served on a king's table. So the Chachmas Adam says yes. Potatoes are served at fancy tables, and you would serve potatoes to a king, and it is the kind of cooking you need because, again, you don't eat it raw, and therefore it would be a problem if a non-Jew cooked a potato for you. He did a significant cooking for you. It needs to be cooked, and it's an important food. So the Chachmas Adam says, nope, you cannot eat a potato cooked for you by a non-Jew. The Aruch HaShulchan, though, says something interesting. He viewed the potato as a poor man's food. I guess that was based on where he lived and how potatoes were used. And he said it's mostly the food of the poor. Poor men eat potatoes. And therefore, Bishul Akum would not apply to it because it's not an important food, quote unquote, a potato. So according to the Aruch HaShulchan, if a non-Jew cooked a potato for you, it would be permissible. Okay, but most of the poskim today do say that the way it works in our Western world is that potatoes are not considered just poor man's food. They're well taken care of. They can be made beautiful and delicious. They're served at, you can be at a banquet and have potatoes served on your plate at a wedding or whatever. And certainly kings would also have some potato on their plates next to their roast or whatever. So it is considered an important food. And that's the way most of the poskim decide today, that it is considered an important food, and certainly the cooking is necessary because we don't eat it raw, and therefore when a non-Jew cooks a potato for you, it does have the problem of Bishul Akum. That's the way we decided today, so you can't have your cleaning lady cook up some potatoes for you. It won't be permissible for you to eat them. Remember, we have said, if you've been following these halachas the last few days, that if you turn on the fire, or you do some of the stirring when the thing is cooking, that takes away the problem of Bishul Akum. But if the non-Jew, from beginning to end, lights the fire, does the everything, does the cooking, and cooks up potatoes for you, then yes, they would not be permissible to you because of the law of Bishul Akum, the cooking of a non-Jew. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.